home on the corner. Yeah. I don't want you falling in the water.
But there's some brim in there.
Come on, get away from the rope.
There's some brim in there.
Can you see the pictures? You want Mama to hold you? It's okay.
Yeah. Them oysters on the table. Yeah, you gotta wear that, buddy. It's chilly.
Come on.
Jacket.
No, we're not gonna grab that. No. It's not ours.
Take out the Morse code. Figured it'd have pictures in here. Oh, there's some. Let's see what we got. Get a timeline. Samson, try to pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it
Look. Look. Oh, so heavy. You try. Pick it up. Pick it
He's
up.
like, no, I'm smarter than that. Yeah.
What is it? Pick it up. Yeah. No,
No, leave the rocks alone. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
All right, bye.
Come on. Bye.
See you later.
Later, Gator.
Come here before you fall.
What are you doing? You running around like a banshee. Come on. Come on. Let's go look. Mmm. Mmm.
Watch us. You have to hold Mama's hand. Oh, you're gonna look. You'll fall in the water.
Oh no. That was gonna be a pisser. No, they never finished it. Blacksmith. Almost looks like they designed these windows just for rifles to stick through. See what I'm saying with the bricks?
Yeah.
He's like, no, Mom.
Look at Danny's top. Get more rock.
Apparently he does. I don't know. It's probably more area for waste.
They had to go somewhere, right?
Yeah. I don't think them bricks would be too comfortable to sit on. That's what it is. That's the enlisted. That was the officer's bathroom. This is just the peons.
Yeah.
Yuck. Well, they gotta go make a yuck somewhere.
Yuck.
The yuck. Huh? Sin. You seepy? You seep? Oh, this is different balls they used.
Balls? What are those? Okay.
Huh.
Ask him what those are.
What is that? What is that? You can't play with that.
Heavy. Too heavy. Dad won't be able to pick it up.
Oh, old P-Row.
Boat, yeah.
How would you like to have to push that damn thing around?
That like a little barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that crate.
Mm-hmm. Beef.
Salted.
Salted. That's in the truck, buddy. You didn't bring it in. See, that's what I want in front of the house. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Even if I gotta scrimp and scrape,
Come on, look. Just come up here.
and then I'd have to drive to Idaho to get it.
What was that?
It won't be bronze like that. It's pretty. It's probably one they shoot. It's got the...
Dad, you didn't help him up the steps.
Nah, he'll make it. He's good. See, he got it.
Control him.
He's fine. Don't touch. No. No, don't touch that.
Like, I'm gonna work this.
No.
See, and look. Look out the window.
Pretty out there, ain't it? fishing out there. Hey, Belle, sorry.
Hold mommy's hand.
Come on.
He's out of here. Alright, bye-bye. Later.
See you later. What are you looking at now?
You saw this door here.
What are you gonna do? Go out there and walk across the moat?
Watch him in this mud.
Give me a hand. Come on. It's dry. Here.
Use your hand.
Samson. Oh, that's not dry. Let me see. Here, let's tote him outside and get him near the water.
Or wipe it on the ground.
Yeah, she's probably explaining it.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on. Stop. You have to hold my hand. Do you want...
He's a mess. Ooh. Bye.
No. Samson, now.
Get over here.
Hands.
Samson, now. Oh. What are you doing, son?
He just wants to run.
No, sir. Come here. No. I said no.
Here. Nope. Here it goes.
Privileges lost.
Mama has to.
Whoa.
Mama has to go. Stop.
Look at all these different rooms. Oh, check it out.
Stop.
Oh, a U-boat.
Look at that. Look at the guns. See the guns? Now, if you want to get down, you're going to have to hold Mama's hand. Mama's almost too tall for this. Oh. Now he's getting sweet.
Is he?
He gives us kisses.
Oh, yeah? Sounds like he just wants to get his way.
Yeah. No,
No,
it's
it's
a
a
boat.
boat.
Boat. Boat.
It's not a train, buddy. It's a boat. Can you give me one? No, no. No.
He's giving him one, Mama. Now those are cannons. See cannon? Yeah, those are boats.
What?
He's calling those boats.
Well, you just agreed with it.
No, he pointed back behind us.
Oh.
Those are boats. Look at the cannonballs. What do you want? You want to walk? You gotta hold my hand. 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 Come on.
Hand. Uh-oh. What we got, dog? We got a model.
Come on.
Huh? I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's quarters somewhere. What? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah, I guess those are not bad.
Yeah, there's a box there.
Guard room. Look at the beds.
Oh, it looks like a jail cell here. That's what it is. What is this one?
Sergeant and sergeant.
They got locked off, dog. They said you can't get in there.
Keep little redheads out.
Yeah. Old Ginge. Keep Ginge out.
Look.
We had a roof leak.
Look. Shut the gate and lock us in, Dad.
Yeah, y'all get in there.
Look.
Keep Ginge in there.
Hey, look. Go to the gate. Look at Dada. Look.
It's like I don't want to go in there.
This is kind of claustrophobic.
Hey, look. It's just my size.
Yes, it is. You think they put the ceiling fan here back in the day?
Yeah, this is a this is like a 1642 fan.
Original to the port. Alright, step down. Oh, we can't get out of here.
Oh.
We're stuck.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I think you can go around that way.
Come on.
Maybe.
See
I
if
don't
we
know.
can find our way out in the maze.
Hell, they could have got right in one of these windows and fished. Look at that. Prime fishing real estate. They're back. Went through the mouse maze. Watch them shoot the gun.
You guys want to look at this and pass it around? Hello. Okay. Morning, everyone. I'm Quartermaster Sergeant McDonough. That's what all these stripes mean. That department would be responsible for procuring everything that the Army needs. So, your food, your uniforms, your shoes, your weapons, your gunpowder. Now, with this being in a fort, we would also have an ordnance sergeant. He's responsible for the heavy artillery. Everything about heavy artillery is a lot more complicated than the light artillery or the field artillery that you're actually going to use out on Civil War battlefields. So that's the cannon I'll be firing for you after 11, so more on that later. But what you're about to learn about bullets, you can actually apply a lot of that to the cannonballs we're about to learn about. I mind setting it straight up here. That way the lead doesn't have to fight against gravity and come back. Okay. So if you follow along with the shelf of bullets I have over there, the top shelf does not necessarily mean better. It means older. So all of your bullets in your preceding wars to the 1850s and 1860s, they look like lead marbles. And it didn't matter what you were firing it out of, they looked like lead marbles. So it didn't matter whether it was a pistol. So a dragoon pistol, dueling pistols, lead marble. Fire out of a musket, likewise larger lead marble. And those muskets at the time were capable of about 100 yards or less. Because you're firing that basically through a smooth pipe, so you have very little control of that projectile where it's going to go. Now rifles do exist. They have already been around for a long period of time. Originally for hunting, but we're starting to use them against each other, unfortunately. So during our colonial wars, including our American Revolution, George Washington did actually have some companies of riflemen. And these individuals, this was their own personal hunting rifle that they brought to the war effort with them. A lot of skill involved here. These riflemen were capable of 300 yards, and that's with very simple iron sights. So they just have the V-notch sights, if that, on the back of their rifles. A lot more skill involved there than the more modern ones, and that's funny to me to call Civil War modern. Anyway, obviously got much better today. Now, specifically in the case of a rifle, you need a nice tight fit between the bullet and the bore. To provide that tight fit in those much earlier wars, you put a grease leather patch around it. Now, unfortunately, that grease leather patch, you're having to fight the whole time with your ramrod to push that down to get it to the rear of your rifle, the breech of your rifle. So it took you about 40 seconds per shot versus for a musket where you're not having to use a grease leather patch, so it's a pretty loose fit. It took you about 20 seconds per shot. That is a potential of 3 shots per minute. That's a lot better than 1.5 shots per minute, and that half shot doesn't really count much, does it? No. Okay, so in those earlier wars, when most of us are going to be armed with smoothbore muskets, so you already have to be that about 100 yards or less away from your enemy, it does kind of make a lot more sense to fire a few shots at one another and then run each other through with these things. The British in particular were very famous for their bayonet charges. So in those earlier wars, only the smoothbore muskets took the bayonet. Rifles did not yet take the bayonet. Not even as recently as the Mexican War did rifles yet take the bayonet. So, riflemen, you're using a very different capacity, kind of like how we think of sharpshooters and snipers being used today. So they're the ones that are hiding behind trees, in buildings, shooting out of windows, that kind of thing. So they're not really the ones that are out in the field shields shooting at one another. They're often more hidden. And they're taking out officers. They're taking out more important types of targets. Now, in the 1850s, 1860s, they didn't suddenly get the idea of putting bayonets on rifles, but also at the same time period, most of our soldiers are now going to be armed with rifles, and very, very few of us are going to be armed with this, with muskets. So a lot of changes are going to take place between our earlier wars and our American Civil War. And yes, you can load and fire the rifle with the bayonet affixed. You just then end up with a dirty bayonet, so I prefer not to. And this is considered to be a war crime in more modern time. We can't judge the Civil War or earlier wars to the Geneva Convention, because the first of those occurs in 1864, had to do with treatment of wounded, and I assure you North and South are a bit too busy to send representatives. They're to Geneva. We're actively fighting our war at the time. So you can't really judge more modern rules of warfare to these earlier wars. So this is a triangular design of bayonet. So it's going to leave a more freely bleeding design of wound. Plus it's long enough to go all the way through a person. And while you might have started out standing when you're bayoneted, you probably don't end up standing after bayoneted. So the tip of the bayonet very likely is going to end up in the soil, and then when it's withdrawn, you're going to have all that lovely soil bacteria throughout your through and through design of wound. So yes, they are very barbaric. So later, more recent design of bayonets are more like field knives. So they're a two-sided blade versus a three-sided blade. If you'd like to join us, have a seat, getting ready to fire the rifle. Okay, so in 1849, a Frenchman by the name of Minier, but Americans horribly mispronounce his last name as Minnie, but at least we give the guy the credit. So the third shelf down on this box of bullets, so those that just joined us, if you'd like to see the bullets, you can follow along. So you can pass it around. So this Frenchman by the name of Minier, he comes up with a more aerodynamic design of bullet, and then the back end of it is hollow or cupped. We historically refer to this as the expanding bullet, because that's what it does. So you don't need a grease leather patch anymore to wrap around the bullet. Now the bullet itself is going to expand into the spiraling grooves. So the whole purpose of a rifle is that it's going to put a spin to that projectile. So now it's going to fly truer, straighter, and a lot further. You have a lot more control where it's going to go. And this updated design of the bullet, you are now capable, with this kind of updated design of rifle, of about 300 to 500 yards. That's a man-sized target. That's really far out there when you think about it. That's 3 to 5 football fields. Now, that doesn't mean the individual soldier was necessarily that good, but the technology is there to be that accurate. Okay, so with this, much looser when you are loading it, design of bullet, but still going to have that nice tight fit when you're firing it. You can now load and fire this rifle, that same 20 seconds or 3 shots per minute as you could have the muskets in those earlier preceding wars. All right, other bullets to discuss. That second one down, second shelf down, that is revolver bullets. Now, revolvers have been around for so long that they originally had those lead marble design of bullets, but they're still around and well established by the time we're fighting the Civil War. So they're also going to have the more aerodynamic, more modern design of bullet, basically how we think of bullets living today. However, they don't require the hollow cup on the back of it, because they're going to start their journey at the back anyway. Now, just to put it in context,
You want me to take him?
just how old revolvers actually are. And the civilian market wasn't really ready for them, which is funny to me that everybody was happy with having one-shot weapons. They weren't just thrilled to adopt a six-shooter. So, it's actually the Texas Rangers that are going to prove that, hey, this is a good idea. This is excellent technology, especially when they're on the back of a horse. Imagine using a ramrod on the back of a horse. Very, very odd. Okay, now, the fourth shelf down, which doesn't necessarily mean bad, since it's a low shelf. It does in the case of one bullet, but the others are pretty good. You do, by Civil War, have breech-loading rifles and repeating rifles. They are brand new technology and therefore going to be a lot more expensive technology. So for the most part, the U.S. government isn't going to be providing that to their soldiers. They actually thought the soldiers would waste the bullets. How funny is that? Obviously, in more recent times, we have things like machine guns. So even the U.S. government is more than happy for most of their soldiers who have these one shot at a time weapons. I guess they felt like you'll pick a target. Really make sure you know what you're doing when you're aiming with these things. Not actually true. Most bullets are still going to be wasted. Anyway, these more modern design of rifles, they can actually be very highly accurate. A lot of the sharpshooters that existed during the Civil War were using breech-loading type of rifles, sharps, for example. And likewise, imagine using that on the back of a horse versus this on the back of a horse. So for the most part, it's going to be the cavalry, particularly U.S. cavalry, that are going to use the most updated design of rifles. Now, the very, very last bullet that I have in that container there is the Williams. And as you probably already noticed, most of these are named after the people who came up with that design. So likewise, Mr. Williams, he was a bit of a snake oil salesman. He told the U.S. government, who he was actively selling his design of bullets to, that these were every bit as good as the mini ball, or the minier ball, as you're really supposed to call it. And they went through 3 designs. They're only slightly different from one another. By 1863, when the U.S. government finally gets around to actually testing these bullets. So they've been actively using them for pretty much the entirety of the war, but they finally got around to actually testing how well they work. Apparently they don't actually work all that well. They're prone to breaking apart, which means they're not necessarily going to fly as well as they're supposed to downrange. So it is going to result in a less accurate bullet. Also, his design, instead of being hollow or cupped, the back of it is flat. I like to think of it as a lead thumbtack. Then you have a zinc washer, then you have the rest of the pretty much normal looking bullet. So in this case, the gunpowder explodes. That's going to push that lead thumbtack, that's going to expand out that zinc washer. So that's how his bullet was likewise supposed to engage in the spiral and bruise. Really wasn't actually as good as he claimed. And also, side note, you die of zinc poisoning long before you die of lead poisoning. So it's actually kind of inhumane to use it against people. But if you think that's bad, exploding bullets did exist. I don't have examples of those. Those are incredibly rare. I don't think anyone's making reproductions of it. But those are very much like that's how kilns function when we're talking about the cannonballs over there. But it would have a dual use and the ability to explode after that fuse has burned through and ignites the gunpowder inside of it. And these were a 1.5 second long fuses. So if you're fortunate enough for it to explode before it hits you, that means it's just mangled lead. It's probably not actually going to do that much damage. But if you are unfortunate enough to be struck with it and then it explodes, just imagine what that's going to do to the human body. So thankfully these were only known to have been used in 2 major battles, and they were very, very major battles. Chancellorsville and Gettysburg. So some of the bloodiest battles that occurred within the entirety of the American Civil War. So thankfully they quickly realized that this is just too far, too inhumane. So thankfully they started using those. Now back to the Williams cleaners. They continued to use those. However, forget that step. And the whole time, you're still holding on to the whole rest of that cartridge, the rest of your gunpowder and your bullet, and loading that the exact same manner that you're about to put this with. Now, with the upgrade of this now being a percussion lock rifle, you now load it then. So the order of loading fire of these things is very different from what it historically had been. Now, those old-fashioned flintlocks, I guess today's a good example. It's fairly windy. If your powder was to blow away, most likely nothing's going to happen when you pull the trigger. And if it starts raining on you, most likely nothing's going to happen. Gunpowder and water don't get along. That's basically how you destroy gunpowder. So you get water. Okay, so those had a 20% misfire rate. That's 1 in 5. So all the more reason those earlier wars why the bayonet was so important on the battlefield. Thankfully, by Civil War, with these more accurate rifles and the fact that most of us are now using rifles instead of the smoothbore muskets, it's typically famous whenever a bayonet charge occurs. Okay, so how this updated form of ignition works, which you're probably already familiar with if you ever played with those red rolls of paper caps or cap guns.
You got your stick?
It's like a stick gun.
Stick! Yeah. Stick. Huh? You gonna try to pick it up? Pick it up. Oh. Oh.